Alright guys, welcome to this page of the notes. Again, what we're doing is we're working on problems where I give you the graph of a circle and I ask you to write the equation for the graph. Again, the first thing you should do visually when you look at these problems is immediately check to see, is it centered at the origin or is it centered at HK? This one is centered at the origin, which makes this one really easy. Just copy it right off the formula sheet. You need x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And again, that is because h is 0 and k is 0. Plug in a 0 for h, plug in a 0 for k, they just go away. You're left with an x squared and a y squared. So to finish writing my equation, right? So the only thing I need to do now is figure out r squared. And I gave you an x and a y. Plug them in and you're all set to go. So the x value is a 1, which I will square. The y value is a 5, which I will square. The only thing I don't know now is r squared. Keep going. 1 squared is 1. 25 squared is 25. That's equal to r squared. So I get 26 is equal to r squared. And my final answer, x squared plus y squared is equal to 26. There's the equation for the circle centered at the origin. Just that easy. Hey, let's do another one. All right, perfect. Again, what we got to do is immediately take a look and see, hey, am I centered at the origin or am I centered at HK? And I can quickly recognize I am centered at HK. Let's go ahead and take care of that. I know that I need x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Go ahead and plug in your h and k. So it's going to be x minus, h is a minus 1. Careful, watch your signs. K is 4. And so here's where I'm at without doing a whole lot of work. X plus 1 squared and y minus 4 squared is equal to r squared. So to finish off writing the equation for this circle given to me in the graph, I just need to figure out r squared. I just got to figure out r squared. All right, well, I just did one up above where I plugged in the value of x, y, right, which I gave you. I gave you a value of x and y. So really all you have to do is just drop a negative 4 in for x, drop a 6 in for y. You'll know everything except r squared. But I told you I'd go back and forth between the two. So for this one, let me do the distance formula. We know that the distance from, what are my 2 points? The distance from negative 4, 6 to negative 1, 4 is the radius. All right, so r is equal to, remember the way it works, I need an x1, y1. I like to make the point farthest to the left, x1, y1, x2, y2. And we are going to plug and chug. Let me do my work in a different color here. R is equal to, all right, so x2, negative 1 minus a minus 4 squared plus y2, which is 4 minus y1 squared, square root. Okay, so we're going to add the opposite. So negative 1 plus 4 leaves me with a 3 squared. 4 minus 6 will be a minus 2, so plus a minus 2 squared. We're going to take the square root of that. Let me slide up a little bit. There we go. R is equal to 9 plus 4. R is equal to the square root of 13. But remember, I don't necessarily need r. In that equation, I was looking for r squared. So we'll just square both sides, and r squared is equal to 13. Write your final answer. It was x plus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 13. That guy right there is the equation. Can I see it? Yeah, kind of, sort of. That equation right there is the equation for the circle given to you in the graph. All right, guys, that takes care of these problems where I give you a graph, you pull out some of the information to write the equation. On the next page of the notes, what we'll do is I will give you a formula, I'll give you an equation for a circle, and what you'll need to do is graph it for me, and we'll show you how to do that on the next page of the notes. So head on over there, I'll meet you guys there.